YouTube. Welcome to another segment on my channel called Unbiased, where I'll be giving all authentic, unbiased takes on sports that I watch, from basketball, football, MMA, and sports entertainment like WWE from time to time. With that being said, everything that I voice will be proven by stats. It will not be pushing on narrative or any clickbait things like that you see a lot of people say and do to get views. I'm not going to be doing it. I'm not going to be pushing my own agenda or anything like that. I'm going to be giving real takes from what I see from the games, and we're going to go off of that. Are we giving base stuff that we all can agree on? I will not be pushing no narrative or try to blame game like everybody else do. I feel like that's the easy way out, and that's how you get clicks. We're going to keep it real over here and authentic. And with that being said, hello world. I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all don't know, so let me introduce myself. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Pegasus, man, and we back with another banger. Now look, I'm pretty sure everybody saw last night, everything that transpired with my Clippers, man, and I know y'all boys probably on my case because I was real hyped and turned up about this team. If you think any of that is gone after last night and what transpired, I'm sorry to tell you, but you're sadly mistaken. I'm still turned up about this team, bro. Stuff like this is going to take time. That's why I'm not tripping about one game. If y'all are, even if they won that game, I would not be on here talking about, what I tell y'all. You know, it's easy to do that. I'm not going to overreact. It's one game, and I understand stuff like this take time. Like, I seen a lot of social media specifically and fan bases trying to point and push narrative. Most of the time, it be the Lakers fan base trying to push this narrative on Russell Westbrook. Look, man, he's not with the Lakers no more, man. Like y'all said, y'all free from him, so you ain't gotta worry about Russ no more. I get it. It's cool to poke it, but it's like y'all ain't gotta worry about that no more. He's not y'all problem, right? So, focus on y'all problems. Y'all got a lot y'all can improve on. Because if the Lakers ain't getting free throws, the Lakers team, besides their defense, is no offense consistently. If we be honest, it's a lot that they can focus on. So I feel like right now, that's what they need to be pushing, man. And I get it. With 4 superstars, well, no, we're going to take that back. With 2.5 superstars. Because Russell Westbrook was 94 on the top 100 player list. So we can't even be too critical about him. Right? Nah, we ain't going to be like that. But look, I'm not going to overreact to what I seen, man. Excuse me. I get stuff like this take time, and I'm not too pressed about it. Did I see a lot of stuff that they can improve on last night? Of course. And it felt like, to me, their defense fell apart in the fourth quarter. I feel like really the Clippers' problem is everybody still trying to, it's 4 stars that don't nobody know which role they need to play right now. That's why I said we got to give them time, because everybody got to figure out their role, what position I need to be in, and where I need to stand in. We need to stop with the ISO stuff, first off. It's too much ISO ball, and it's too much just one-on-one gameplay. We don't need that. You know what I'm saying? That right there is something that we really don't need. We need to push away from that because it's so easy to get sucked in and absorbed into that world, which a lot of teams do at times. And we expect it because they got killers on offense. You got Paul George, who's a bucket. James Harden, who a bucket, who can create. Russell Westbrook, who's a monster when he get downhill. And you got Kawhi Leonard, who, enough said, Kawhi Leonard's name speak for itself. And I get it. But man, everybody need their role and stuff that they need to play when it comes to stuff like this. And it's like at times we forget that, these people are human, man. Stuff like this take time, man. We gotta learn that these guys gonna have to produce together. Everybody gonna have to figure out what's best for them. Everybody finna have to sacrifice majorly. And if you ask me, I feel like the biggest sacrifice that everybody should make is to play around Kawhi Leonard. At the end of the day, I feel like Kawhi Leonard is the one who proven that he can get to a championship, that he can lead the team to a championship, and that he can win the championship. So with that being said, everybody else needs to sacrifice the most for his sake because he's the breadwinner of the team. Paul George too. We see how Paul George been killing this year, man. Paul George has been a monster this year. And I feel like we don't need to slow that momentum down for him. If anything, we need to feed into that. Paul George is playing like an MVP level, and everybody needs to buy into that. That being said, Russell Westbrook and James Harden, who are going to be the ones who have to make the biggest sacrifice, which is not a problem. Russell Westbrook has proven everything he needs to prove as far as a point guard. If you ask me, Russell Westbrook is a top 10 point guard of all time. His stats prove it, and everything that he has bring to the game. I'm not gonna just completely eliminate Russell Westbrook's career off of 1.5 bad year with the Los Angeles Lakers. It was just a bad fit for both teams. It wasn't too much on the Lakers and it wasn't too much on Russell Westbrook. It's just certain roles, certain positions, and he couldn't do those things. He's not Mario Chalmers. You know what I'm saying? He's not none of those people. He's not Van Vliet. He's not Kyle Lowry. He's not those type of point guards. He's not Steph Curry. You know what I'm saying? He's not Damian Lillard. He's an on-ball, possessive point guard. And when you're playing with LeBron James, you cannot play like that. Everybody know that. It's not so much of a problem because LeBron James is the greatest player of all time, arguably. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we get the sacrifice that you have to make for him. But Russell Westbrook has done everything that you want a point guard to do. He won MVP, scoring title, 3 assist title. He almost led the league in steals. You know what I'm saying? He's been all NBA first team, all NBA second team, all NBA third team, MVPs. You know what I'm saying? All stars. He got all these accolades. You know, he's the only player outside of LeBron who got 20K points, like 9K assists, and 8K rebounds. He did everything you can imagine a point guard to do. Only thing missing from his resume is a ring. And I feel like Russell Westbrook, biggest thing he needs to sacrifice for that is take a really lesser role as a starting point guard. Russell Westbrook averaging 10 points a game, so to speak, 15 to 10 points a game with like 8-9 assists, 7 rebounds, shooting at least 34% from 3 and close to 50% from the field is completely fine. That if the Clippers get that type of production out of him from that point guard position, it's cool. I feel like 10, 11 shots a game, that is cool. He just needs to play that type of role. If he does that with that sacrifice, that team, the sky's the limit for that team. James Harden. We know James Harden can play off ball. Do we appreciate James Harden on ball play? Obviously, James Harden is one of the greatest shooters, if not the greatest shooter. No, he's not the greatest. We got Kobe, Jordan, Dwayne Wade. He's up there top 4 all times at shooting guard. We can't argue that. You know what I'm saying? What James Harden did from that shooting guard position to be able to damn near be a point guard, James Harden he's phenomenal, man. He changed the game for fouling. You know what I'm saying? We got to give him his flower. It's so much that he has done for the sport that's not being recognized. So it's like, I'm not too much pressed on him because James Harden he's proven he can play off ball. We know James Harden ain't bucket. He just needs to learn how to sacrifice in certain areas too. If James Harden gonna have the ball more, I would like for James Harden to be not necessarily the primary ball handler, but somewhat of it. Because Russell Westbrook, when he drive the lane, he create anyway. Because you gonna double team the paint. Because if you don't, that's a bucket. Unless Russell Westbrook miss, that's a bucket. You gonna have to double team. Your center not gonna be able to stop Russell Westbrook by himself. We saw that with Rudy Gobert. So with that being said, he create pressure going downhill, bro. It's so much, open up so much for those guys to kick out to the wing. You got 3 great shooters out there, and Zubac, man, like his defensive presence is enough. Do he need to be more aware on offense? Yes, because he gonna get quick passes from all those guys. He's still not catching it. That's why a lot of like turnovers get caused in the paint for the Clippers, because the roll game be on Zubac a little slow. I'm not gonna blame him for that. That's what I'm saying. There's so many areas that can improve on. I'm just giving my opinion on certain stuff. James Harden averaged at least 18 points a game for the Clippers, which he can do. That's nothing for James Harden, and they allow everybody around him to create Paul George and Kawhi do their thing. Bro, the Clippers is going to win. Their problem is they get stagnant and play too much ISO ball at time. And I told y'all that. I've been preaching it all year about the Clippers. We know that. That's their problem. They get stagnant and they get selfish and they play like that. And they create a lot of ISO ball for each other, which allow other teams to catch up or get into the game or potentially win it. That's what happened in the Laker game at the end. It was more so on them playing bad defense, rotating badly, and just playing too much ISO. But I'm not too much pressed about this game. Once they figure out these roles, everything gonna be fine, man. That's what I was telling y'all. And there's like a lot of people on social media is overreacting. Look, the last thing we need from the fan bases like ourselves is for us to overreact to these type of games. We don't need that. We don't need to overreact. It's so easy to do it. It's so easy to point fingers. It's so easy to blame this guy, that guy, especially Russell Westbrook. He don't need the type of energy. We see what it did to him with the Lakers, man. We get the type of person Russell Westbrook is. Russell Westbrook has always been a high turnover point guard. Even when Russell Westbrook won the MVP, he was averaging like 3, 4, 5 turnovers a game. We get it, but if you if you play with the pace that Russell Westbrook played with, that a lot of media try to say out of control, which is not, as pushing, as dominant as he is, if you play as aggressive, as hard as he played every time down the floor, you're going to expect for stuff like that to happen. You know what I'm saying? That's his play style. He's not no polished point guard. You know what I'm saying? He's not Damian Lillard. You know what I'm saying? But Damian Lillard also said Russell Westbrook do shit that no other point guard could dream of doing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we gotta stop with that narrative, man. We gotta learn to accept the good with the bad with Russell Westbrook. And the media have y'all fooled like it's more bad than good. I promise you, it's not. Y'all just have to pay attention to that game. Again, if he sacrificed, if James Harden sacrificed and allow them to play around Paul George and Kawhi Leonard, bro, this Clippers team gonna be so dangerous. That's what happened last night. And it's like, did Paul George miss a lot of his shots? He was 2 for 11. But it's Paul George. Next game, he liable to drop 40. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to be that inconsistent this year. That's not his game. I feel like Paul George's problem was he was trying to play backdoor to a lot because he wanted to sacrifice. He showed that he's okay with sacrificing for the greater good for this team. You want that, but at the same time, you need Kawhi Leonard and Paul George to shoot more shots than Russell Westbrook and James Harden combined, man. You need them to do that for them to win, man. In order for this team to succeed, bro, you got to allow them to shoot the ball, man, for real. So it's like, I don't want you guys feeling like, they, this old wit, man, we knew this was going to happen. Like the media trying to portray y'all to think, bro, don't allow them to, Clipper Nation, don't allow what the media say to affect how y'all feel about these guys going forward or what they can potentially do together. We haven't even saw, it's the first game. It's still 70 plus games left into the season, man. We good. We good. We are 3-3. I guarantee by the end of the year, the Clippers are going to be top 4 in the standing. Mark my words, because they going to figure it out. This team they don't play like the Lakers, man. Again, it was just bad fits with bad pieces. That's all it was for the Lakers. That's why it didn't work out. Don't let the media make y'all think that Russell Westbrook is a hazard, because when he was with Washington, look what he did. When he was with the Rockets, look what he did. When he was at OKC, how Russell Westbrook made it out of the first round. Outside of that 1 year when they played Utah, honestly, how many of those playoff series was he honestly supposed to win? And Utah and Portland. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we gotta chill on it. The Rockets were not supposed to beat the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, don't allow the media to push that. And the reason I'm focusing so much on Russ, because that's what they pushing y'all. That's what they want y'all to believe, that he's the problem. And I don't want y'all following into that trap, man. Clipper Nation, we got to support these guys, and we got to be favorable of what they putting out, man. Now, the reason I'm bringing this to y'all like this, because I feel like it needs to be said, because big media pages are not covering this. So somebody has to speak on it. Relax, Clipper Nation. They got us. You know what I'm saying? Everything gonna work out, man. Just believe, have faith, and know that it's going to take time with these guys. Once everybody figure out their role and buy into it, we good. Ty Lue said it. Look, I just need y'all to be able to sacrifice, and I'll lead y'all to the promised land, which he can do. With that being said, man, my name Pegasus, man. Give me your opinion on it. If you overreacted or how you feel about it. If I'm tripping, if I'm being too biased, it's okay. Y'all can let me know with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the type of person who shy away from anything like that, any bad feedback or anything like that. So with that being said, man, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And man, y'all have a good day. Hey, Clipper Nation. Yo, let's go.